caught me in the middle of yawn. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pickin and Grinnin. Happy 4th of July. It is Independence Day. And Brad, we may be sitting here talking to ourselves today for the simple fact that it's late in the evening. Everybody's out grilling their hot dogs and hamburgers and resting up from the sunburns and getting ready for the fireworks.
Yeah. You probably not gonna see many people here tonight, except
Right.
except Todd, unless Todd's gambling and needs something to do while he's gambling.
Yeah. Todd might be here. Yeah. But so, how's your week been, my friend?
Just busy, just working. That's how we
Really?
celebrate. That's the most American way to do it. Is work.
Is that what we're doing? Is that what it's called? Work?
Well, I don't know about you. That's what I've been doing. That's what we call it. I guess you can call it whatever you want to.
Right. So I've changed things up on the YouTube channel. I started instead of doing so in the mornings. Normally I do a quick video on what sold, and at the end of the week I put them all together, and then also each day I do a I've started doing a series for eBay for beginners. That's question and answering that I've been part of that Facebook group. I switched it up this week, and instead of doing two different videos in one day, I do one video and do it like that, and then break it up into two videos instead of having to do it twice. Just kill two birds with one stone. So that's what I've been doing there. But as far as sales, hey, I'm going to tell you something. I had my first zero sale day yesterday in probably 3 months. No, 2 months since
Mm.
I started my new way of listing, and that was I feel like that was expected because of the holiday. It's coming up. Like today's the 4th, and I was like, well, everybody's on vacation right now, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. But you know what? I wake up and my eBay's been blowing up all day. I've got 6 sales today.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Yesterday
and
was slow here too. We had we had less than $100 in sales, which is pretty unusual. So,
right.
but then today's been pretty busy. So,
And that's surprising because it being the 4th, you would think the people's out on the
well,
lake or
I don't
whatever.
know. A lot of people celebrated. Like I know, like our towns here, they actually did their fireworks shows and everything on Wednesday night.
Oh,
Not sure,
okay.
not sure why, other than maybe they're planning on people being off today and having to go back to work tomorrow. I don't know, but it seemed I don't know. It seemed unusual to me. Why would they? Why would you do it on the Wednesday when you should do it on the 4th of July? I don't. Whatever.
Right. Right. Well, it's one of our music leader at our church, posted a comment in the church chat that we have for, and he said, "Wow, look at all these comments coming at the same time."
I told you Todd would be here.
Yeah.
He needs
Oh,
he needs something to do while he's playing his games there.
yeah. Real quick, and we'll get with these. He's made a comment this morning. He says, "How many people invested their life savings this morning or this week in the fireworks?" And I put in there, or who did or whatever. He said, "Who did?" is what it was. And I told him, I said, "My neighbors. We just sit in the yard and watch for free." So last night we had fireworks. Tonight we're gonna have fireworks, and we'll probably have fireworks the next 2 nights over here too.
My
That's the way it is.
my dad used to say he used to be like, "Why you want to do that? Just watching your money burn."
Oh,
Oh,
wait, all right.
Chris
Hold
lied
on.
on this video today. What'd you lie about, Chris?
Yeah, well, that's what I want to know. What did I lie about? Which video? I put up.
I love it when you get called out. This is fun. Let's see what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
This is this,
Todd says I lied on my video today. I'm really interested in knowing what I lied because I researched my video, Todd. I researched it before I put it out. What part did I lie on?
Spill the
Because there
beans.
was actually, yeah, spill the beans, Todd. Because there was two different questions on that video. One of them was on listings, and the other one was on uh, eBay labels. Uh, let's see, the shipping video. You lied.
Mm.
LOL. LOL. Wait a minute. What? Tell me. You know what, Todd? I really need to know.
Hmm.
I need to- real quick, Brad, here's Brad. Brad, sorry, Brad. He says my first zero sales day in years fell off yesterday. Yep, it's
Yeah,
crazy, ain't it? Quit interrupting my holiday. I'm
that's funny.
still waiting on Todd to tell me what I lied about. I'm really, really curious about that.
He's
Be-
needling you. If
well,
I'd have watched it, if I'd have watched your video, maybe I could tell you what you lied about. Hey, pull it up.
oh
Let's
yeah,
hear it.
yeah,
It's the 4th of
yeah.
July. Nobody else got anything better to do. Let's pull it up.
Right, right. Hold on a
No,
second here. Let's
I don't
see.
know. Yeah, I wish to say I had time to. I could have put it on the screen at the church while I was working over there today. I
Oh,
guess.
wait a minute. Wait a
Yeah,
minute. He said after printing shipping labels.
that
Wait a
is a
minute.
lie.
After printing pirate ship labels, you have to upload. All
It's a
right.
lie.
I showed how I did that, Todd. Is there if there's a better way? I need to know because I don't know a
It
better
just
way.
it just does it automatically.
Really?
When you do it on Pirate, if you did you pull it from? Did you import it from eBay? Your
No. So
Pirate
the
ship.
way I know no. So the way I normally do it is I normally is that even a word? I normally
Yes, tonight.
I normally copy all the information over to my pirate ship, and then I print the label, and then I copy the tracking number, and then go back to eBay and enter the tracking number in there.
Well,
If
in that case, you'd have to. Yeah, you can actually link your eBay account with your Pirate Ship account, and you can actually it'll just import straight into Pirate Ship from eBay. And
and I had
if you print a label out, it'll automatically if you've imported it from eBay, it automatically puts it up there.
well,
Resale inventory.
I'm sorry, I had no idea you could do that. I just showed how I do it. I mean, I'm not perfect in everything. I'm not perfect.
That's something you can work on tomorrow. You can link
Right,
your
right.
Pirate Ship with your eBay. Then
Hey, that ain't
you can put out another video.
hey, look, they ain't as bad. And in this same video, I talk about this, and I even told I in the very beginning of it, I even said it's the most stupidest, dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But there are people really telling people in this Facebook group that it is cheaper to go to the post office or UPS or FedEx websites and get your shipping label than to get it on eBay. And I'm like, what? So I had to do my research to make sure that if you didn't have a store, you still got the eBay savings. And it just so happened when I was looking at that, I got a sale on my free shipping store, and I went in, and it's not a store; it's just your basic thing. It don't have the. It's not a $5 store or none of that. So I went over there and I checked, and sure enough, you get the discount on that also. So I put that in there that whoever's telling them that's just a flat out lie. I mean, eBay's labels is cheaper. And I even showed it in my video. Todd says you're just a Dolphins dummy after all.
Yeah, yeah. Shut up, Todd. You're drunk. Oh,
He says,
Patrick.
is it Patrick Murphy? Well, there we go. Welcome in, Patrick. Panel in chat flying by to say hi
Oh,
and all that thing. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate that.
it's all the losers in here tonight who don't have anything to go do on the 4th of July.
Right, right, yeah, yeah.
Including
Yeah.
we're leading the pack.
We're leading the pack, right? Yeah. So I told my wife, I says, years ago, I remember on 4th of July, we was out, at the lake with the kids and grilling and everything else. But we talked about that today, and it's just too hot, man.
Yeah,
It's too hot.
I think our family's supposed to be doing something tomorrow, but I'm actually gonna probably miss it. I'm gonna have to work straight through. But yeah. Anyway, is what it
You,
is.
you know what our 4th of July meal was today? Our 4th of July meal was Bojangles chicken biscuit combo with the wrestling cups. We got two new wrestling cups and the WW wrestling cups. And Bojangles has got this new peach cobbler biscuit. Oh my gosh. You talking about good.
Yeah.
Holy cow, man. That peach cobbler biscuit was, oh man. I told Tammy we can go get 2 or 3 more of these and be good for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Hey, so if you're in, if you're on watching, I see Rad Relics in there. Go check out Rad Relics channel. I think we're going to have him on one week, right, Chris? Is that what you said?
Well, yeah, guys, go check out Rad Relics. Me and him are talking. I told him the 11th, but I never heard back from him. He's right here right now. So, uh, John, if you could tell us, will you be here for the 11th? We'll know right now.
Doing it live on the fly.
Gina Smith Tool, Chris, where's your beautiful wife? She's in there watching TV.
So it's a Facebook
Thank you
comment.
for
How
asking.
about that?
That is a Facebook comment.
Yeah.
It sure is. Look at there. Somebody's watching live on Facebook. Thanks for joining us on Facebook. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
But I guess that's a no. Rad still ain't replied. John,
He don't talk to you.
have you ever watched any of his videos, man? He is hilarious.
Oh
Him
yeah.
and his wife, man, they are hilarious.
Yeah.
I love their videos.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good. Oh, here we go. I don't think I have anything going, but I have ADHD, so you will have to message me and remind me. I will put it in my phone as well. Huh? So, John, do I need to message you on Instagram or Facebook? Which one
Or if
would
you
you
just
rather
want
get the
to
message
drop
on?
your you want to drop your number in the chat.
Yeah, drop the number in the chat and I'll post it up on the screen.
You know, I was gonna say, speaking of shows that uh, every week I find new resellers I've never heard of before. I found one this last week that had like 35,000 subscribers, and I'd never heard of this channel before, which blew my mind. I found one today that I hadn't heard of, but I knew both of the guys on there. The reseller clickbait with SSK promo and Corey. They have a show they do, and
Grams and
I didn't
Pops,
even know.
Corey?
Yeah, I think they've been doing it like 3 years or something like that, or a couple of years. They're like in season 3, and I think they do it by
What?
year. And so I didn't even know. I didn't even know they had a show. Yeah.
Post the post the link in the chat.
If you
Can you
want to
do that?
know, how Corey gets dressed and his whole procedure, putting his underwear on and everything else, go check that. Go check it out.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that one. Yeah, Corey, we go. Corey's not in here tonight, so we can pick on him. Yeah.
Nah, I'm sure they're shooting. Corey's like a Midwest redneck, so
Oh
they're
yeah.
probably out blowing things up and doing things like that.
So
Rad Relic.
yeah, Red. I hope I can use your real name, John. So it says he started making videos in 2014. So that's
That's awesome.
like that's 10 years, and he says so much has changed. Hey, I want to know this. Okay, I don't want anyone to do it. I'm not asking for anyone to do this, but I have been notified that I now qualify or have qualified or have reached the first stage of monetization on this channel. So uh, I don't know the supers or whatever. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I don't know if that's there. If people could see that. If you guys could see that, could just let me know you can see it. I don't want nobody to do it. I'm not asking for that.
He wants you to super chat, super hug, super kiss, super
Brad needs
make out.
Brad
He wants
needs
to know.
You know, let's say I don't have a video for super chat. I don't even know if you're doing video. I only know one other person that does that, and they put up videos every time, but I don't have anything like that to do anything like this. So I don't know. I just thought I'd ask if there's a way to see that or not, because I can't see it on my end, so I have no idea. Nostalgia pick of now see.
Hey, there
Man,
you
look
go.
at that.
Man,
golly.
Yeah, let's see. Well, that means you got to take something off, Chris. Every time somebody super chat, Chris, you got to take a piece of clothing off.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, look at their silver hair. He's super chatty as well.
What? Oh my gosh, man! Guys, man, $2 for being a liar. Well, now we
Uh,
know it works. Now we know it works. That's that. I appreciate that, guys. Start the hat and glasses. Yeah, yeah. Here, right. There you go. Right there. There's the
yeah,
hat.
come on. Woo.
Right, right. Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man. Hey, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I just really wanted to know if it was there. You didn't have to do that, but because I didn't know. But now,
No,
see, now I gotta go fix my taxes. I fill out that tax form.
uh,
Oh goodness. Nostalgia
hey,
Picker is in here. Thanks for joining us, Nostalgia Picker. Appreciate you. Uh absolute
yeah,
fine. Oh, there's TC. Happy 4th
yeah,
of July, TC. Man, you've been MIA for a while. How you been, buddy? Miss seeing you around.
yeah. That's it's good to see you guys in the house. I didn't really expect much
I
action in the comments. Now,
I
tell
didn't
everybody
either.
while we got them here. Tell them we got some stuff coming up. We got Rad Relics next week.
Yes,
The
yes.
following week we got Dan in Demand. Uh,
Dan in demand. Yep.
yeah. Death Pile Picker's coming on pretty soon. He's
Mm-hmm.
traveling, but when he gets back in, he's going to be on. So got
That's
some.
awesome.
I would say this: if anybody ever wants to be on the show, let us know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're trying. Anybody that's watching, let everybody know. I'm trying to get Todd's keyboard to join us. We're having some communication problems with that one there, but we're trying to get his keyboard to join.
Yeah, yeah.
us.
So I was watching. Which show was it? Todd's on a couple different shows. Seems like it might have
Yeah,
been it might have been the one in the morning, or it might have been the one on Friday night. It might have been the one on Friday night. I think it was like the last Friday night. I was uh I was working on redoing some stuff back here in
is
the
that Bearded Picker show?
yeah, the After Dark one or something like that. I
Yeah,
can't remember
yeah,
the name of it.
yeah.
But yeah, and then I saw what Todd was doing. I was like, what is he working on? It's like, oh, he's not working. He's gambling.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you
you
like
see his computer.
are you like a professional? Are you like a professional, Todd? I'm curious. When I say professional, like you do it to make money or you just do it for fun? That was something like if I was I'm glad I'm not good at that.
uh,
But no,
Man, I tell you what.
everybody's freaking out over the postage going up again.
All
This
right,
happens a
so
couple times a year.
I made a mistake. I'm gonna go ahead
Oh
and put it
no.
out there.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I did. I did. I royally made a mistake on that. Okay. So on wait a minute. Let's answer what Todd says. Todd says, no, I play poker. What in the world? So that I can lose all my eBay money. I don't know what happened to Brad, but Brad just like disappeared on us. Oh, he just like jumped completely out. All right. So let me tell you what got me. We'll wait on while we're waiting on Brad. Let me tell you what happened. I made a mistake about the postage thing in the eBay group that I'm part of over on Facebook. We There he is. There, it's just a black screen. Not sure what's going on.
Yeah, just a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay. So we the I lost my train of thought. I need my co-host back. I lose my train of thought. Okay. So in the Facebook group, they were posting about the new postage upgrades on July 4th, whatever the increase in postage prices. And I was like, what are they talking about? So I Googled it like a dummy. I Googled it. And I even asked my contacts at the USPS place, and they thought I was crazy by even asking them that. So when I Googled it, they said there was no price increase. And now I'm seeing everybody saying there's a price increase. Of course, I'm on Facebook over it. Man, y'all are crazy. There's no price increase. I haven't seen a price increase, so I don't know. Everybody's saying there is. Everybody's saying
Yeah,
there's going to be one. I mean,
I
so I don't
shipped.
know.
I shipped. So normally when I ship Ground Advantage to California, which I do quite often, and it's a pound.
Hmm.
Seems like it's usually around like 7.19 or something like that. It was like $8 and something when I did it yesterday. But I was got
Oh,
I was trying to respond. My stupid hand. If I touch this, if I touch the webcam USB port at
right.
all, my pinky touched it. If my hand touches it, I just go away. It can't just like stop the video. It stops everything, kicks me out. So
Oh,
I'm back.
wow.
But Todd
Well,
said I play poker so I can lose all my eBay money. Hey Todd, you know the best way to make $100 on playing poker online? Start with 200,
yeah, yeah.
and then
So,
I was going to answer absolute real quick. Where's the best
oh,
place
go
to start
ahead.
at? Where's the best place to start at the 127 and when to go? My first year going. It really kind of depends on what you're looking for. I know a lot of people go to Crossville, and there is a lot of stuff in Crossville. Um, if you go to Crossville, I would go like early in the week. I know it doesn't officially start till like Wednesday or Thursday, but the earlier you can go, the better. Like if you can go on even Monday or something. A lot of people I know, I think Old School Picker goes. He starts like on Saturday before 127. So that's a good one. That stretch between Crossville and Dunlap is, I don't know, that they're in the Pikeville area. That's not very good. Or let me say, I'm saying it's not very good. There's just not a lot there a lot of times. Signal Mountain's okay. Really just depends. I mean, if you go to Dayton or Dunlap, get off of 127 and actually go through the town. There's a lot of people set up in the town there. That's a good spot. It's usually a lot of people there, and if you get there early in the week, you can get some pretty good stuff. And then I don't know, it's kind of a crapshoot. Some years is better than others, and it's kind of like going to yard sales. You just sometimes it's hit or miss. So I start a lot of times. I actually start in Dunlap on Monday. My wife and I will go, and my son will go to Dunlap on Monday of the 120 week of 127. We'll go to Dunlap and up to Signal Mountain, and that's kind of where we spend the first day. And then we'll go to Crossville. We kind of live if Dunlap yeah, if Dunlap is here and Crossville is here, we live like off to the side, about an hour and a half away from both of them. So we usually kind of head home every night and then drive the hour and a half and go back. But I think I'm
Let me
supposed
ask
to.
you.
Leroy's wanting to meet up and hit the top of Georgia, so we'll probably do that. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
No, no, no. Yeah, I'm not going to the 127 this year. We're actually going to be moving into our new house when all that's going on.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so
That's big
that's
news.
yes, that is. That really is. We're actually finally getting things started, and it looks like we're going to be going. Looks like we're going to be moving at that time. So no, TC, to answer your question, no, I won't be going. But I do want to ask a question, concerning the shipping rates. Okay. So I made the big blunder over on the Facebook group, and I'm man enough to admit it here. If you guys are watching that's here, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'm not perfect. But my question is I was watching Tech and Sports the other day, and he was talking about it. Matter of fact, it was yesterday, and he says you can guarantee, and Todd even says this here. It's like the IRS. You can guarantee that the USPS will raise taxes in July and January. Taking
Yeah.
Sports actually says that you can count on USPS to raise the rates every July, temporarily in November for the holidays, and then in January of every year. He says it works like clockwork. So and he was talking about, is it going to be, if they keep doing this, is it going to be sustainable for us for our products, certain products, or we're just going to have to quit selling them? Because at what point, when you sell a 9.99 shirt that you pick up for 25 cents, a customer, what point is a customer going to stop buying those $10 items and instead of paying $5 to have it shipped, now they're paying $10 to have it shipped, you know?
Yeah.
So at what point are we going to get to that?
Yeah.
How that's
There's
kind
so
of
many
a
things that
scary
play there. I
thought.
mean, it's going to depend kind of on, the economy plays into it. How much disposable income do people have? If
Yeah.
people got enough, money and it's flowing freely, they don't mind paying,
Oh yeah, yeah. I
whatever.
agree with that.
Um, you'll see people. It's one of those things. It's like once it reaches the ceiling, whatever the ceiling is. Yeah, that's funny. Beardy picker, Scott. Uh, it's one of those things. Once an item reaches the ceiling of like the cost plus cost of the item plus shipping, whatever that is, it's got to give somewhere, whether it's you on the shipping, and the shipping's not going down, so it's going to be your price is going to be going down. So yeah, I think you might have to quit selling certain
Yeah,
things, but
look, look. Bearded Picker said it right here. Scott says it right here. Everybody should quit reselling.
yeah,
Right?
hey,
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of people have, a lot of people
Yep.
have.
Sure
Uh,
have. I mean, it's crazy.
it's one of those things. It's like there's always going to be that weeding out, whether it's the economy or people just aren't willing to put in the work, whatever it is. There's always going to be that thing that happy picker. Hello, happy picker. That made me happy seeing your name. But there's always going to be attrition in any job. There's the people who jump in, and most people can't. When I say most people can. That's one of the reasons why I always think like people upset about YouTubers selling or sharing secrets and stuff like that. I feel like the majority of people aren't going to take action on things anyway. They're just not
Hmm.
going to do it, and so it's like I don't really think it hurts that much.
Right, right. John says he thinks that some items just going to fall off, or people will have to bulk them up. I agree with that. People got the bulk, and see, and I'm at the point now as far as like what Tech and Sports talking about, like the 999 T-shirt or shirt or whatever. I'm at that point now though where I'm bulking those shirts up myself. I'm already lotting those up already. So
Or the other thing, and Tekken could probably actually speak to this, is you start you start playing the bulk game.
yeah.
You can sell items cheap if you sell enough of them. What's that? James, the boring reseller life guy, or my great reseller life. He's got a ton of inventory, and if you got enough of if you have enough of cheap inventory and you're willing to sell it cheap,
Hmm.
you can play the numbers game and do good that way. So
Hey,
more than
you
one
know
way to
what you know
skin a
what
cat.
I've done? Uh, this is what I've done. I've taken a lot of so I'm redoing my store. You know already that I'm already listing $500 a day. Been doing that for 2 months, and I am man. My sales have increased 48.7%. 48.7% since I've been doing that.
Yeah,
And so what I've decided was my ASP is not where I want it to be. It's still down there, and I got a little over 1,000 items in my store. And I went through it the other day and looked, and I got 600 over over 600 items in my store that's under $20.
yeah,
I think that's bad. And the only reason I recognized that is because I was like, why am I listing? Why is it taking me 37 items to get to $500? Because I was dropping them on my drafts and saying it's 37 items. And I was like, oh man, that's not good at all.
yeah.
So that's why I started investigating. But what I've done is there was a lady that's been commenting in our videos. I wish I can remember her name. I hope she's watching, and I apologize if I can't remember her name. But she said she started listing her Macari, all her cheaper stuff on Macari, and listing it at $7. She said for the last month she's had the most sales in Macari doing that than she's ever had. So I was
Mm,
like, hey, that's what I need to do. So that's what I've started doing. Is a lot of my items I've taken into account eBay fees and shipping and all that, and I've lowered my cost of items even lower in Macari because now you don't have to pay those fees. And what I'm going to make in Macari is actually what I would make in eBay if I sold it in
yeah,
eBay at
yeah,
the higher price. So when you go to Macari, you got the lower price. I mean, I know that's kind of weird thinking there, but I'm trying it, and I seem to be getting a little more activity in Macari. And then when someone likes item, you know, you always have to worry about where you can only go 10% lower than the last time you did it. I'm at a point to where with these low dollar items, I really don't care if it sells for $1. I just want it out of my store so I can start getting those better quality items in my store, so my ASP would get higher.
Hey,
Which t-
tell Scott and Todd if they want to come on here, they can.
yeah,
No.
I sent Scott the invite code. I thought I sent Todd. Let me check.
They don't want to come on here with you.
It probably
Have you
don't.
tried
You
using
know.
Kari's free cross listing service? No, I haven't. I have List Perfectly, so I haven't done the. I don't. The reason I would do the bulk upload to Mercari, but I'd have to go and link everything in List Perfectly. So I just list through List Perfectly. So so Todd says he's up for it. He's tired after making 8 listings today.
Todd said what?
He said I'm up for it. He's talking to Scott. I think I am
Oh,
tired
okay.
after making 8 listings
I
today.
can't for some reason I can't find Todd on IG. I got
That's good to hear.
somebody else has got his name and it messes me up every time. So I always send it to that person when it's not really him.
That's
Scott,
how
I
they.
sent you.
Who is this guy sending me messages wherever they're going out there in the ether?
I don't know who is it.
I don't know. You tell me. You said you're sending a message and you don't know where it's going.
Oh yeah, I don't know who it is. It's just a it's just it don't even have a picture. It says Todd Parker, but it's not Todd. Me and him was talking about the other day. It's not him. So I mean, I was like, well, I
Just,
don't know who it is then. But
just put the link. Yeah, you could do that. I don't. I'm not. Anybody wants to come on? It's a 4th of July free for all. Let the
I
fireworks
tell you
begin.
what,
You
we're gonna
could put
do it like this.
in the chat.
Yeah, that's what I think. Say we're gonna do it like this. I'm
Hey,
gonna do
anybody
it
wants
just
to come
like this.
on? Here's your chance. Let's do it.
Yep. Here's your
Let's make it
chance
happen.
right here, guys. Anybody wants to come on?
Boom,
There it is,
boom,
right there.
boom. Hey, yeah, come on in.
How do I? Oh, I even put it in Facebook too. Let's see.
Ah,
And there's occurred. Okay.
turd
Yeah, yeah.
pig.
It occurred on Facebook.
Ah,
Yeah.
you didn't see
Wait.
Todd's comment.
Anyway, Chris was sending links to Turd Picker. Wait a minute, where'd that link go?
It's still there. I see it.
Okay, how do I get it to the top?
I don't know.
It
Hey,
says
they got to catch as it goes by, or they don't get it. They don't get in.
just put user in timeout. No. Hey guys, there's the link. Sue says she don't show her face. Well, it's all right. Todd don't show his either. You know. So yeah, anybody wants to come on and just chat with us, come right on. I mean, you're
Todd's
more
a
than welcome.
Todd's a hand model. He's one of those hand models.
Right, right. I don't know if can they click on it here. Oh,
They should.
what
Well,
was
they
that?
should be able to copy and paste. Oh, look at Chris selling things.
Yeah, I got
Look
a message for
at
something too. I need somebody else to come here and talk to you so I can read this message. Oh, look at here. Look at here. Hey, we got the keyboard, guys. Welcome
Hey,
in.
hey, look, there's the hand. There's the
Oh, we
hand.
got another one. We got another one.
Hey, Scott, check out Todd's hand. Hey, it's cousin. It's
You,
themed.
you act like I don't see that hand every single day.
I know, right?
Welcome in,
These
guys.
guys act
Happy
like
4th
it's
of
a big
July.
thing to have you and me on here, Scott.
I know. Right? Hey, so you know what? From now on, Todd, you should just draw a little face on your hand so you can act like you're talking.
I know it.
Yeah, do
Like that back in the day. What was it? That lady who did the lamb thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sherry
man.
Lewis.
Jerry Lewis. That's showing how old we are.
I still got a crush on her, and she's been dead 20 years.
Golly.
Oh,
That's funny,
Oh,
dude.
happy 4th of July, guys, man. Thanks for jumping
man.
in. Thanks for being
Sherry
with us, man.
Lewis.
America.
Yeah.
Quit giving
Merkel.
all the 127 cigarettes away. These folks don't need to. That place sucks. Don't do that.
407 years ago, our forefathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in
Shut up,
liberty and
John.
dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. An open
So,
hand
yeah.
God
has,
bless America.
yeah,
Land
land
that
that I
I
love,
love. Stand
stand beside
beside
her.
her. behind her. Stand behind her.
I'm going back to the recliner.
Oh,
So, real quick, Scott, you made a comment about the everybody should quit reselling about the price increase on the shipping.
Wait, are you combing your beard? Are you combing
Yeah.
your beard?
You
He's
got one?
combing his beard.
Yeah,
I thought that was a
he
flea
has got
top.
a beard's got one. No.
Hey,
doesn't
Yeah.
everybody
So
have a
what
beard
is your-
comb?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
awesome. I'm the only guy.
Scott-
I need to get.
I
Scott, you
cut it off.
cut
I don't need
yours.
one anymore.
Sure
I
did. God.
will include a beard comb with every 500 toothbrush holders you buy.
Holy crap.
By the way, I appreciate those, Todd, and those earplugs.
I
How's
did
that rug
include
smelling over there, Brad?
some toothbrush holders with some Miami Dolphins floor mat purchase.
Yeah, did you pee on the earplugs too?
No, they're pee free.
Awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah, the one thing with so many people getting out of it, man, you could take advantage of it. I've picked up 2 label printers in the last 2 weeks of yard sales. I've picked up laser printers in the last 2 weeks. It's amazing what kind of stuff's out there right this second. I mean, we haven't had a ton of yard sales, but the thing about the yard sales here is I've noticed there's not nearly as many people going right now.
Yeah.
This season, I can't tell you how many times we're the only ones there. I'm like, this is amazing. I mean, we're having to fight people off. I'm like, we're the only freaking people here.
Hey, did you? Because it's like 200 degrees outside, people don't want to go shopping in that.
I'm gonna okay, go ahead. They're gonna put it in the driveway. I'll be there.
That's a recipe for not winning, I guess, if you don't go.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys can speak to this. People talk about summer slowdown and stuff. It's been almost like fourth quarter numbers for us recently. I don't know. It's been a weird start to the summer for sure.
Oh, my sales are steady. They
Yeah.
always have been. My sales have been steady for at least 2 years. Just straight on. Everybody else is going high, low, high, low, high, low. Not me. I'm just. Of course, I'll have low days, and then I'll have a banger day, and then I'll have low days.
It's the problem is you got. I've been preaching this for the last year. You got too many sellers that come from COVID when it was easy, and they haven't made the transition to being a true seller, a true business person, and think that way. Chris was that way until a few weeks, about a month ago, whatever it was, when he decided, if I'm really going to be serious about this, who cares? You can list 100 items. I don't give a crap how many, what number you list. It's what's the dollar amount. You can't take number. You can't go to the bank and say, well, I need to deposit these 30 sales today. They don't care. They want to know what you want, a repeatable thing, and you've got to listing daily. I don't believe eBay rewards you for listing daily. That's one of those things that people have. You've got too many people who've never been business people and don't analyze properly and go, well, eBay has rewarded me because I list every day. No, you're making more product available, and as you're selling more, you're replacing your inventory so you don't ever get down. The problem is when you don't consistently list is the quality. As you sell out, the quality of your inventory goes down because you naturally have slower selling items. And people go, but I've got 1,000 items, Beard. You're crazy. You've got 1,000 items of shit. You need to keep putting stuff up.
Right.
And they don't want to hear the truth. They tell me, oh, you're too mean, Beard. I'm going to go back and listen to the people who I'm going to watch their videos about a holy grail and all the rest of that crap. Folks, if you want to get serious about this, the sooner you make business decisions and decisions that are good, the better off you'll be. Except for Todd. Todd's a retiree. He can ignore all that because he don't care.
Right.
I don't care.
I think the listing daily thing is it's just a good discipline to have.
That's what it is. It's discipline, but so many people, they build draft banks and are satisfied with listing 5 items, 10 items, whatever it is. They never think about the dollar amount that is, and then they limit themselves to what they can do. I didn't list anything today. And was I supposed? I've got a $500 goal that I like to do on eBay as well. Was I supposed to stop yesterday at noon when I got the 500, or should I keep listening 2 or 3 more hours like I had? And I think I put like $1,300 up yesterday. I'm like, don't let that, just because you have that limit. A draft bank. I'm talking about this one a lot now. You can go out to my building right now, and nobody has bought anything that's not listed. It's never happened. I've been doing this full time since 13. Someone has knocked on the door. Well, one person has tried to do that, and I wouldn't sell Dusty anything because he was coming over anyway. But knocked on the door, say, I heard you had a bunch of stuff here. Let me buy. That's never happened. And so the draft bank, they're never going to buy it out of your draft bank. Just it's holding you back. Take out. Okay, so I understand you can use drafts and then catch up with pictures and all that stuff. I understand looking over. I get that part of it. But the people that use drafts as a storage system so they can slowly let it out, quit holding yourself back. You'll be amazed. Put the stuff out there because you're using it as a crutch. Because you're thinking, well, I've got these so many in the draft. I don't have to do anything tomorrow. You're holding your own self back.
Yeah. TC says, any advice for a part-time reseller trying to go full-time eventually? One of the things I would say is one of the things that doesn't get talked about a lot is just your personal finances. If you can keep your personal finances in check and live beneath your means, it makes it a lot easier to go into reselling. Everybody talks about the stuff you find and the stuff you list. I think that's probably more important than anything. If you start there, if you don't have to have a crazy amount of money to live, you can get started as a full-time reseller a lot sooner. But that's the trick, I guess.
John, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. And he says trash will never sell. Now, I understand what you're talking about, trash, but I say this jokingly. I don't say this part jokingly. I sell parts or repair electronics all the time. 9 times out of 10 of those, they come from a dumpster. And then I get them, and some of them work. There's nothing wrong with them. And some of them don't work. And I sell them all the time for parts repair. And one of my videos I just put out, I just finished selling off a lot of earlier this year. I don't remember when it was, but it was this year. I bought 6 vintage Pioneer units. The lady told me she didn't know if they worked. She wanted $40 for all of them. There was a Pioneer turntable in that batch of 6 units. I knew right then, as a parts repair, that Pioneer turntable will pay for everything there. I ended up making close to $300 off of all 6 of those units. 3 of them worked, 4 of them sold for parts repair. So, I mean, that's when. So when you say trash never sells to me, yeah. So go ahead.
He's talking about the stuff in his store that's been listed for that long.
Yeah.
I would tell you it sells. It's got a place. Maybe that's maybe you go sit at the flea market. One Saturday a month, and take that as your opportunity to, and not worry about what if you want to concern, go up there and make it. You've got the $5 table at the flea market. Sell everything. Whatever it is, determine that you're going to get a little bit of value for it, make it worth your time, and get and clean up your stores. But there's no, broken electronics and stuff like that. There's no right or wrong. It's just if that's what you're into and that's what your business model is. I just don't sell the broken stuff.
Well, you tell me you throw the stuff away. I'm just like, oh, I cringe every time I hear you say that.
If you live as close as Brad, I just give it to you.
Yeah, I think here's another thing. I think when a lot of people get started reselling, like the thing you don't have is a lot of stuff to sell, and so I think you don't have capital built up, and you don't have a lot of stuff to sell, and so when you don't have a lot of capital built up, I think you tend to do things like that a lot more. The deeper you get into it, and the more your business grows, I think you start asking the question, okay. Like now I don't have a problem with capital. Money's not a problem. Having money to buy things is not a problem. Now my biggest limitation is my time.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you start changing the way you do things at that point. So I think both of them have their place. I don't think where you start at is where you finish at, and sometimes you got to grow into it. But at some point, you start valuing your time as maybe even more than you do your money. I would say, in a sense.
Mhm.
And so you just you quit. There's things you'll quit picking up, things you'll quit doing over time, just because they're not efficient. I
Right.
don't even know if that. I
Right.
don't even know if that's really the word I'm really searching for, but yeah.
Man, people are crazy. They just bought two packs of two things of shampoo for $64.
That's nuts, dude.
Is
I
that
never.
Amazon or eBay?
eBay.
That's crazy. Hey, last time you was on
Well,
here,
I want
Scott, you said you do. Go ahead, Buck. I'll remember this question.
to. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, last time you was on, Scott, you talked about selling at auction
Yeah.
down in Fayetteville.
Yeah, Van Massey. Yep.
Yeah, what does that entail? I was gonna ask you.
Every Monday I just go to my two tables and cover them up with stuff and then walk away and they list them and it ends every Friday night. I mean, every Thursday night at 7. So there's a set of them ending right now.
You give them any guidelines or just
You can put anything up there for food. They don't care because they
okay?
don't have a license to sell food.
You don't.
Hmm.
There's no no reserve prices or anything like that. It's just what it goes for. What it goes for.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Minimum bid is $5.
Can you sell lawn darts?
I don't think they would stop you.
Okay.
Hey,
Can
it's
you
your head,
sell
Paul.
Really?
medical prescription devices?
I have. I've sold CPAPs up there. I'm going to take that cervical thing up there too next week.
Wow.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So I wanted to go back to what Scott was saying earlier. You know, we was talking about the number of items versus dollar amount. What I have found, you know, and I believe this to be true. So when you go and say, when I first started in eBay, the law was list 10 items a day, list 10 items a day, list 10 items a day. So you go and you list 10 items a day, and you're like, well, you know, if you every 100 items you have, you should sell one. It'll average out. Well, that may be the case, but how much money are you making? How much of them 10 items? You know, I found out by doing this of where my store was at, and that's why I'm redoing everything, is because if it takes me 37 items to get to $500, there's a problem. You know, that is a huge problem in my eyes. You know, that means my items are not, that they're going to sit for a while, number one, you know, because they're not, that's just what's in my mind thinking. So let me back up. So if you're listing 10 items a day and those 10 items are $10 each, that's $100 a day you're listing. If those items are $5 each, you're only listing $50 a day. In my mind, what do you think you're going to average the sale price at a day? If you're only listing $50 a day, then you're only averaging $50 in sale prices. That's where my mind is, because that's how it was explained to me, that if over a period of time, once you get that dollar amount established in your store per day, eventually that's what you're going to be selling per day on an average. It's not.
It'll build there. You're 100% correct. It does. It changes the way you look at your items. It changes the way you look at your list. It changes the way you look at your business when you start looking at it through dollar amounts and the value of items versus a number. The number, it keeps it hidden, makes it much harder.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So back to the question of what does it take to be a full-time reseller? I went back and looked at 2023 my sales, and I could live on three times what I made on eBay in 2023. I could live at my current lifestyle. And I work about 20 hours a week.
You're calling it a
So
lifestyle?
what?
You're calling what you do a lifestyle? Lord have mercy.
Oh no, my life is decadent, man. I'm fixing to go on a European cruise. Shove it,
Oh,
Scott.
Todd's
I'm
debauchery.
rich.
Todd's going on his debauchery tour.
That's right. So I figure at the way I resell and the way I work, if I did 60 hours a week instead of 20, I would be there. I would be full time what I make now. I don't have to because I've got that massive retirement check coming in from teacher retirement. But I'm
Oh,
just
that's
saying,
nice.
um, I'm just saying, whoever it was asking, what are the tips for going full time? I would suggest be willing to do actual work at least 60 hours a week.
Yeah, you have to be somebody that's very is okay with self motivation and self discipline because you're going to lose that person that tells you the accountability. You've got to be here. I'm going to fire your ass. You're going to lose that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
that's where the disciplines to list daily and those kinds of things really come in
And
handy.
at TC, I will say this: if that's something you're looking into, don't start a YouTube channel because it takes away from that business. Believe it or not, I mean it does. There's there. I believe I can do a whole lot more with my eBay business and my reselling business per se if I wasn't doing YouTube. Making other videos. I mean the live shows usually an hour, hour and a half. It's an hour and a half a week, a day, 1 day each week. That's not the problem. The problem is every video, every day doing a video and then having to go edit. That's 3 hours. You're editing a video. There's 3 hours you can be researching products, cleaning products, listing products that you're missing out on. So that's my recommendation. I mean, yes, I do this full time, but to be completely transparent, there is another source of income coming into this household besides what we do here. So that's my input there. Did everybody went quiet? What's going on? Everybody's like, "Oh, what is he talking about?"
Checking out the chat.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at the auction because I'm trying to buy some stuff. I don't think because it's the holiday. I don't think there's much. I don't think there's as many buyers out tonight. So I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Jim and Tara.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Jim and Tara. I'm going to butcher your name, so Jim and Tara Carey. If you work hard and keep your obligations low, you can do this.
Yeah. TC said, my wife thinks it's impossible to go full time. Everybody's situation is different. It's really, I don't know if any of you guys ever listen to Dave Ramsey's show, but there's that big long disclaimer at the end of since the details of your situation are fact dependent, you should seek the services of a competent professional. And I think everybody's situation is different. It's all fact dependent. So
some of it depends on what you can buy to sell. If you can buy 10 Rolexes a month for $10,000 less than they're worth, hey, you made $100,000 this month on 10 sales. Everybody's situation is different. So you got to buy low so that you can sell high.
Is that what you're doing, Todd? Is buying Rolexes?
Well, I did buy $1,600 worth of pocket watches last week.
Wow. What's that going to bring you, if you don't mind me asking?
The top ones should sell close to 4,000. Chad, the Golden Finger Picker, is working on that one for me right now.
And this is why Todd works 20 hours a week.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Yeah.
But I
go
also went to the garage sale Saturday and I bought. I got a bunch of stuff for free. But at the same garage sale that the free stuff was railroad lanterns.
Yeah, that's what I got. I need to look for yard sales tomorrow.
Railroad lanterns. Wow, that's pretty cool.
And there was like 12 railroad lanterns. I got them for the box was $30 for all 12 of them. And they're all vintage, like from the Santa Fe and Burlington Northern.
That one looks like it's in good shape there, that orange one.
Yeah, some of them are kind of newer models. I guess the guy worked for railroad for a million years. This one's about 1970s, and I tested them, and they work.
Oh, wow. That's
So,
yeah. So that's like that one-off stuff that you were talking about the other day.
but so like these were like $4 a piece, and they should sell for 20, 30, 40 bucks a piece. I don't know. You buy what you can where you can. But I don't know. I don't know what it takes to go full time because I've never done it and I never will, and I don't have to.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Brad's the one who's full time that should be
Yeah.
spouting off about what it takes to go full time.
Oh, I
Well-
still have a day job. I've done zero eBay work other than shipping this week, or online work other than shipping. I'll take that back. I have done some cross posting.
So
But my
the only person
nothing will work.
qualified to answer the question is Beard.
Yeah.
Well, I do it full time too, but I've made a lot of mistakes since 2018. I made a bunch of mistakes, but I'm learning. As I make those mistakes, I'm learning. And something else, TC, that I would keep an eye out for is get the ASP.
Hey,
What?
watch
Yeah,
it.
I know, right?
What?
You know,
Get
you
your
gotta-
ass,
Oh,
get
man.
your ass up.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. I think that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, get the ASP up, and you should do well.
So,
I mean,
John Rad Relics and Todd Nostalgia Picker, they do it full time. They're full time
yeah,
resellers.
Rad Relics, yeah. Yep.
So ask them. I mean, I don't know anything. I know if I
Real
work
time.
3 times as hard as I do, I can make a living at it. I guarantee I could.
Yeah. I just got a sweatshop going over here. I make my wife do all the work.
No, Kevin's got the sweatshop.
Oh yeah, yeah. We can do one food.
But
Yeah.
Beardy, have you ever heard of MacBid?
Mm.
So MacBid's an app, and they have some locations here in the southeast. I'm not sure if they got one close to you or not. Let me see if I can find out what
You
locations
said
they got.
MacBid.
Yes, sir. MacBid.
Seemed like
So
they did have one. Seemed like they did have one closer to us. I think that's
No,
one.
Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania.
What's the one?
South
Leroy.
Carolina, North Carolina.
Leroy was telling me about one, and it had something that was kind of close to us. I can't remember the name of that company though.
Why are they out of gas yet? We can't drive anywhere. What the hell?
Yeah, I know, right?
So that's what I do.
That's the other thing too. That I was speaking back to TC again. People talk about what they can find in their area, and if you're full time and you don't mind driving, you can drive out of your area. You can find stuff that way too. So depends on what you want to do.
That never works. Don't do that.
You can go on to
That's
Ritchie
all you do,
Brothers.
Scott.
You
Say
can
what?
go on to Ritchie Brothers auctions and buy all the government surplus stuff you want.
Like a tank.
You can buy. Oh my God, they've got full army kitchens in a trailer. You can buy those. You can buy a crane. You can buy bulldozers, but you can buy a pallet of army boots.
Dang. So
Look them up.
I saw you remember the GI Joe toy that is like the bridge thing. It's like it would drive up to the chasm or the cliff side or whatever, or a piece some body
I'm
of
too
water.
old for GI Joe. What are you
Too
talking
old for
about?
GI Joe, and the thing would come out and make the bridge. It has like where the little thing lifts up and the bridge comes out.
Yeah.
Those are actually, I didn't realize those are actually based off a real thing. I thought it was just some kind of GI Joe creation. I saw one of those at our local armory.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the name of that thing's called. The bridge. Oh,
Look up Ritchie Brothers auctions and see all the stuff they sell. But
RITCHIE.
What's this right here? Did I miss something in the conversation when I was talking to my wife? You said something about a tank.
Oh yeah,
Somebody,
Todd's found a way to buy like nuclear arms and tanks. It's
That's
nuclear.
right.
Hey.
Todd was talking about his taint again.
oh, you know what? I want a Jeep, military Jeep. That's what I want. Me and my wife was talking about instead of getting a Harley or a Batmobile, I call the what do you call them things? They're 3 wheels and they're cars. We call them Batmobiles around here. But we was talking about instead of getting one of those or a Harley, just go get us a little Jeep, and we can ride around with a top down. It'd be a lot safer for us being old. We ain't got to worry about falling over and somebody running over us and everything else. So
They make them. I make convertibles. You know that, right?
they make what?
Cars at the tops go down. Y'all have those in South Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's just not the same, man. That's not the same.
Patrick said he wants to talk about the tank. He needs a tank in his life. I think we all do.
Yeah. Patrick sounds like my son. My son would love that statement. He says all the time, "I need a tank."
Right? I think I'd be tempted to shoot somebody with.
But
I
I'm
don't
telling
know.
you, Ritchie Brothers, they'll sell you a Humvee or a M6 truck.
That's
All
in
sorts of crap.
Lebanon. That's in Lebanon, Tennessee, Todd.
They're all over the country.
Oh, okay.
I think their 2 main pickup areas are in Pennsylvania, and there's one in Las Vegas. I can't believe John Flippin' Ain't Easy hasn't bought from them. But
Yeah, your location too. If you're going, that's another thing. It's easier in some areas to go full time. If you got somewhere where you can buy pallets or buy lots of stuff like that, it does. Sure, they'll ship it to you, but it increases your cost greatly.
Yeah. If you got to have it shipped to you, you may be in trouble buying from military surplus.
I know a guy, Brad Mac, that's usually in here in the chat.
Pac Mac.
He just moved from Florida to Talladega, and he was telling me the other day, it's as far as sourcing, there's nowhere out there. He's out there in the middle of nowhere. And he says he goes to a thrift store and they're like wanting $7, $8, $9 for a t-shirt. He says it's just ridiculous where he's at. I told him he needed to look up Bearded Picker and get a hold of him, find out where he's at, and go up there and source his area.
Yeah, if you're gonna do thrift stores here, you're gonna struggle. Thrift stores are not here.
Yeah. He said yard sales. He says he can't find the yard sales. He's on Facebook community groups trying to find yard sales. He says it's tough. It's tough.
Yard sales are decent here, but that's really
there he is. There he is, right there.
You can do anything else, but that's one of the things you got to learn to be good at this. Is there is something available in your area? I don't know what it is, but there is something, and I tell everybody you got to be willing to draw a 3-hour circle around your house. If my yard sale sucked, I'd run Brad off of the road on the way to Nashville, so I do their yard sales. I mean, if I have, it's an hour and a half up there. It's, I sell in an auction in Tennessee. It's 35 minutes from here, one way. Just get up there to drop stuff off every week. There's something in your area.
Oh yeah. You know what I have found here lately, within the last month, and this is gonna, this is gonna, people are gonna just be like, you're lying, but I'm really not. In my area, number one, if I want to go to a thrift store that's worth my while, I do have to drive about an hour and 15 minutes away over into Georgia. I do.
Hell, you got a flea market as big as my neighborhood. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, well, yeah, right here at Pickens. That's once every Wednesday morning. But as far as thrift stores go, if you wanted to shop thrift stores in my area, I am starting to find, this ain't no lie, I am starting to find that Goodwill is cheaper than some of my mom and pop's thrift stores. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Goodwill used to be the worst place for me to go. Now, absolute fine. He lives right down the road from me. TC lives right down the road. He knows. He understands.
Chris is gonna send you a private message, TC.
He knows about the Pickens flea market because we Pickens flea market every Wednesday morning. That's a good place to go. If it's not raining or whatever.
So I would tell you if you knew somebody who does retail arbitrage and you can talk to them, you can do that anywhere. You
Yeah.
can find stuff. You can find stuff to. You just got to learn what to buy and what sells. I specialize in discontinued, so I'll drive anywhere to buy discontinued stuff. So I'm thinking about the 127. I'm thinking about letting you have Tennessee, Brad, because
I'm leaving Tennessee for the 127.
I'm thinking about going to. I'm thinking about doing Ohio again. I really liked it when I was up in Ohio a couple times. I'm thinking about driving to Cincinnati and starting there.
I heard that top corner of Georgia was pretty good to go to.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay.
everywhere I've been on the 127, I haven't been to that top corner of Georgia. Well, I've just skipped out the top corner of Georgia, so I can't.
I've done it a couple times. On the first day, maybe the Wednesday, and I didn't care for it.
Yeah, so I was telling them earlier. When we go, I usually go. We find our best stuff like if it starts on like that Wednesday or whatever it is. We actually go out on Monday, and we find the best stuff on Monday. So then Tuesday we try to go back and do it again. We never seem to do. It's like you go because you're obligated.
Pac-Man, you live in Talladega. Come on now, go thrift in Birmingham. Go do whatever in Anniston. Drive a few miles. If that's where you're at and you can't do it. Birmingham. I'm telling you, I've been through your area doing retail arbitrage.
Are you like Alabama's man? I'm the godfather of Alabama.
I've been to a lot of Alabama, the stores I go to.
I drove to Grand Bay, Alabama, to pick up a big load of vintage Playmobil stuff.
Dude, I've been in 41 states chasing stuff. Come on now.
Dang.
Yeah. I really.
Do you guys not hand out your business cards? Because I get lots of private picks.
What's a business card, Boomer?
Brad, I would flip you off, but I'm a good Christian man.
I got.
We just airdrop those things with our phone now, Todd.
Yeah.
Oh, go to hell. I mean, don't go to hell, but go to hell. Let people know you're a picker, you know? I've gotten so many private picks from just saying, hey, I sell stuff on eBay.
Yeah,
it's
if
not
you're in
rocket
Talladega,
science.
I'm telling you, I would either pick Anniston or I would pick Birmingham, and I would pick an area of Birmingham and make that where I'm going to yard sales, and I would learn that area. And if that area sucks, I'd divide Birmingham into 4 quadrants, and I'd start on the bottom because North Birmingham, take your chances. But anything below, the mountain that runs through, I think you could do very well in yard sales in Birmingham. That's if you wanted to do yard sales. Craig, that lot that one that he bought, man, he absolutely killed that damn locker. Had cameras and all kinds of shit in it.
Oh wow.
Who's Craig? Who's Craig?
What's Craig's name on it? I'm having amnesia. He's got 2 of them.
So did he make a video about that?
No, he quit making videos.
Oh.
And if all else fails, go.
Land sharp picker, Craig.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If all else fails, go buy a storage unit. If the first one doesn't work out.
Birmingham should have pallets. You should be able to buy pallets in Birmingham too somewhere, I would think.
There's like literally so many ways to do it. It's just there's a way.
I'm telling you, so Pac-Man. So here's the methodology. So I use an app called EnRoute on your phone. It looks like that R right there. It's only on iPhones, iOS. It's not on. So I will make a map. So say if I'm going to Birmingham, which I might not be going to Birmingham next Tuesday, but anyway, I would whatever stores I'm looking for. Since I'm doing retail arbitrage, I will search for all of them, put them on the map until I want to start at home and end at home, and put them all as waypoints. It'll draw a map the fastest way through, and I'll get up and I'll figure out what it takes to get to the first one when they open, and I'll go to as many as I can. And when the stores close, I'll make my way back home. I also, so say if I'm looking at, I don't know, Walmart, but Target might have some of the same stuff. So, I throw the Targets on there, whatever it is. If I'm doing drugstores, if I'm going to Walgreens, which I don't hardly need a map for Walgreens. I've been to Walgreens so many times in Birmingham, I don't really need a map. But, and just spend the whole day looking after, so I get to the first store. I'm looking for certain things. And then I scan with the phone 10 items, because every store, by the time I've gone to 30 and I've scanned 10 extra items per store, I've checked 300 extra items for the day. If I do 30 stores, which is my average. And so you're constantly learning, you're constantly picking up other stuff besides the stuff you're looking for. There's a way to do retail arbitrage that you can. And so I've driven the 3 hour circle I live north of Huntsville, if you didn't know. And so that includes Nashville, that includes Knoxville, that includes Atlanta, that includes Birmingham, that includes most of northern Mississippi, and Memphis. And so those are the places I go.
Hey, Scott, do you find anything over in Carrollton, Villa Rica area?
I haven't been there in a while. I hate Atlanta traffic.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Winchester in a little while either, but I've picked up stuff there.
I try not to go to Winchester.
What's in Winchester?
Rednecks.
Y'all can't be laughing and not tell the joke, I mean, that don't work.
The Ku Klux Klan, Chris. I didn't want to say it.
Oh.
No, that's not Winchester. That's the other way.
Elora?
No, the Klan started in
Oh, I didn't say it started there. I just saying. I'm just kidding. There's no Klan in Winchester.
I was going to say, does that still exist?
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, there's still idiots and pathetic people left.
Well, according to the media, it's all the MAGA people now. So, I mean, they don't call them Ku Klux Klan. They call them MAGA now. I mean, that's what the media says.
Yes, it's the other way. It's Pulaski. Pulaski is where the Klan started.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, so little side route. I worked for a guy. I did a job for a guy up on the mountain, and they called him the Grundy County Historian. And he had all kinds of Klan paraphernalia and stuff like that. They had like a little museum up there. And I mean, it's interesting, but he had all kinds of like from those coal things. I can't think what they call those things. Those coal ovens or whatever.
I mean,
history stuff there.
You'd be amazed. I mean, I live here at all the NASA and rocket stuff. You see NASA stuff and all kinds of stuff every weekend at yard sales. Figure out what's good in your area. I mean, the same thing with you live down in Birmingham, outside of Birmingham. You've got, there's local barbecue sauces that they sell that sauce. They sell local stuff that you can't find. Like up here, Big Bob Gibson's, you can get it in Walmart up here. But you leave this little area and it's no longer available. So Big Bob Gibson's is $2.50 a bottle, and it sells for, I don't know, let's look on Amazon.
See right there what Nostalgia Picker just said. Some lady just saw one of his videos out of the blue. He gets a private pick for a ton of stuff.
So Big Bob Gibson's original white sauce, there are 9 sellers, and it's currently selling for $11 a bottle. It costs $2.50 at Walmart, and you think, Beard, you're not going to get rich on that. You're not going to get rich on that, but they sell 3 different kinds of sauces. This thing sells, it's in the top 1% of grocery, estimated to sell, how many sell? It sells 121 units a month. And so all you have to do is to go pick it up at Walmart and list it on Amazon. This ain't hard.
Hey, where you can find a lot of that outdated stuff that you're talking about, the not outdated, but discontinued stuff, is I found it at Ollie's. I found some at Ollie's.
I hate Ollie's. We've only got one for Huntsville, which it's always worn out. That's why I don't like it, because it's 30 minutes from here. There's only one in town. For our town is Huntsville Metro is 500,000 people, and we got one Ollie's. You know how worn out that thing is.
Yeah, imagine it is. Imagine it is.
But like Chris is saying, you got to look for what's in your area. You know,
Yeah.
it may not be always as good in your area, but it may be great in another.
Right. And TC made a good comment right here about Clemson stuff. He's absolutely right, man. You can't turn your head without seeing that garbage orange stuff, man. I get so sick of that. Makes me want to puke all over them things whenever I see.
What you got to be upset about, Chris? Georgia done won the national championship several years in a row.
We're gonna win another one this year, brother.
Dream on. Dream on.
Look,
you're living your worst nightmare, y'all. Everybody sat around and thought, you know, when Saban finally retires, we're it. And then they went, oh my God, they went and got Washington's coach. Alabama's
he
done.
ain't nobody.
Alabama's done, even though he was in a championship. He played for a national championship that year. Did Georgia?
They got beat.
Did he played for it? Did Georgia?
They got beat by Michigan.
He played.
They got beat by Michigan.
He played for it. Did Georgia?
No, Alabama didn't play for it either.
And now we've got the number 2 recruiting class, and we're expected to pull 3 more 5 stars. They said, "Oh, he's never going to be able to recruit the South."
Let me tell you something. Look, Scott, there is nobody. Look, I'm not putting Alabama down or anything, but there is nobody. No, for real. I'm being dead serious. There will be nobody to be able to hold the same candle that Nick Saban held. I'm a Georgia fan, and I recognize that Nick Saban.
The same thing about Bear Bryant. Come on,
that Nick Saban is probably the best coach.
I just think we're not going to slip. We're not going to slip any. Is what I think. I don't expect national championships like Nick did, because I think we're in a new time, and with teams with players being able to move so much, it's going to be much more difficult.
Transfer, killing it.
But there's going to be 3 or 4 schools, you know, and Alabama will be always in the conversation. So will Georgia, as long as Kirby's around, because he's like Nick Saban Jr. running around.
Go,
I agree to that. I agree.
He spent so much time with him. He absorbed so much of it. He is. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not. He's not as angry as Nick was all the time, but
right.
But you know you're going to have to deal with somebody's going to have to deal with Ohio State, because they're going to be rock solid this year. But by the time they get into the meat of their schedule, that team will be well formed, and somebody's, no matter what happens in our game, Alabama and Georgia are going to have to be dealt with. Somebody's going to have to deal with Oregon. I mean, you have one bat.
You know who's delusional?
Our offense is going to change, and people are going to be. They're going to find out very quickly that our defense might fall off a little bit because Saban was so good at defense, but I think our offense is going to be improved. I think people got another thing coming. They think they can sleep on Alabama. Our offensive line is going to probably be one of the top 1 or 2 in the land. We got running backs. We got running backs galore.
Well, I think here's what I think. As far as the SEC goes, I think it's going to be pretty exciting to watch this year. But I think all them Texas fans, I don't think they realize what they're stepping into over here. I really don't.
Just look at the SEC. You've got Alabama, Georgia, Texas, and Ole Miss. Those are 4 teams that are going to be hard to deal with.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Texas is going to be as good as they think they are in the SEC right now.
You pick Ohio State and Oregon out of the Big Ten.
Oh yeah,
that's 6 strong teams, and any of them can win it all. Any of them.
Oh yeah. Look, Brad. Look, okay. So you got Brad. Brad's over there yawning, because he don't care nothing about college football. He's worried about them Dolphins that don't never win the Super Bowls. So
how many Alabama players are on the Dolphins right now?
Yeah,
several.
5. Quarterback, wide receiver.
I love him. I love Jalen Waddle. He the man.
Oh, he is. God. To watch him in college.
Right. Y'all got Tua Tagovailoa or whatever his name is, right?
Tagovailoa.
But his first few years he looked, he looked. But now that he's put on the weight and then he learned the jiu-jitsu and learned how to fall and proved that he could go a whole season. We've had a lot of great players. I've never seen a quarterback with his kind of touch. I mean, he puts the ball on the money every damn time. He doesn't have the strongest arm, but he is the most accurate quarterback I've ever seen. I mean, in stride.
So
He had
since
a
we're
bad
talking about
situation. He had a bad
since
situation those first couple of seasons.
Oh,
They had,
yeah, he's got the perfect coach now. I mean, it's
yeah.
to be able to understand what he can do and dial it up with those lightning fast receivers.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said to have a coach that will use Tua and dial it up with those lightning fast receivers.
Yeah. They're adding some elements. They've added a tight end that I think is going to make some noise this year, and they're switching things up again. So I think they're going to be ready to go this year, at least on offense. Defense going to be a little iffy to get started, but everything else.
That's somebody.
Sorry, Chris, you were saying something.
Who was that just sold something?
I did a couple minutes ago.
Okay.
Oh, was
All
that
right.
me?
That might have been you, Todd. All right. So here's what everybody hit the thumbs up.
Open your flip
Give us
phone and
still.
look, Bud.
Yeah, open your flip phone. So since we are,
that was 5 minutes ago.
oh, that's a nice sell. Nice sell.
Yeah,
$4 at a yard sale.
That's a nice sell. So let me ask you something. Since we are talking about sports, let's talk about this. Let's incorporate that with the reselling thing real quick. So football season is getting ready to start. So what kind of jerseys, what team jerseys, what players should people be looking for right now at yard sales or thrift stores or whatever to be picking up?
Every team doesn't sell, folks. And you need to, if you're going to sell that kind of stuff, you need to understand. So where's Pac-Man? You live in the state of Alabama. I don't care whether you're Alabama or Auburn fan. You know, if you're an Auburn fan, I'll look down on you even more. But you can pick up all the Alabama stuff you want. It sells. It has a huge sell-through rate, a huge nationwide fall. You pick up Auburn stuff, it's harder to deal with. You look at states like Tennessee. Tennessee merchandise sells. Georgia merchandise sells because they're the main in these states. They're the main. They're the national brand of the state. You know, even though Auburn's gotten lucky a couple times, they don't have the same kind of following and the same history to Alabama. Tennessee doesn't have. You know, you're gonna buy Tennessee or Vanderbilt? Come on, how many? Tennessee is. You know, you got Georgia or Georgia Tech. It's gonna be Georgia. So look at you got the Notre Dames, you got the USCs, you got the Ohio State. There's big brand. The bigger the brand, the easier to sell. You know, you look in Florida State, Miami, and Florida. They all cannibalize each other. That stuff will sell, but it's a little slower movement because you got three main universities down there that compete.
I just sold a vintage Miami hat for $50 on Hadify over on District.
But the pro stuff, they get fans everywhere. That stuff sells. Most pro stuff you can't go wrong with. But the colleges, but there is a market. Don't get me wrong. If it just be willing to, because if you pick up stuff from, you know, Auburn will eventually sell. You know, the ACC schools, they're fine schools. They've got big fan bases and they will sell. They just the turn rate is not as fast as all.
Well, I can't now. Scott, here you're talking about Ohio State. I can't sell an Ohio State product for nothing.
That's strange because they're one of the larger universities with a nationwide everything. That should be easy.
That's why I picked their stuff up, and I can't even give it away. I don't know. I'm not being sarcastic or anything. I'm being dead serious. It may be the area I'm in. I don't know. I mean, I just can't sell it. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah. But I have sold. Now this is strange too. Now I've sold in the last 2 months. I've sold 2 Carolina. I'm probably going to screw this up. Carolina Chanticleers. Is that correct? Coastal Carolina.
They're in South Carolina. Yeah, they're the Chanticleers. Yeah.
Yeah, I sold 2 of their jerseys in the last 2 months. Sure have.
But those are a little slower to move, but they will sell. I mean, stuff like that. They've been pretty decent the last few years. They had that one quarterback for a couple of years.
Oh yeah.
But it's in football anyway. But it also depends on what kind of school and timing. You know, a lot of these schools smaller schools get a lot of play during basketball, and so you will sell a lot more of their stuff during basketball when there's attention paid to them. Man, that thing's got some age to it.
Hey, Todd, do you sell a lot of them pennants? Do you collect them or sell them?
He don't collect anything. He's too old to collect anything.
I don't collect anything except money. Everything I've got is for sale except my dogs and my wife.
Right. I just wonder if pennants are good to pick up. The old vintage pennants, you know.
Oh yeah, people value those. They're definitely worth picking up.
What was it like watching Vince Lombardi coach, Todd?
You're still a turd. You ever heard of the Venice Gondoliers in Venice, California?
I haven't. That's awesome. That's cool looking.
That's over out there on the West Coast. Well,
Or the Ross
Ping G
Rebels?
might know about them people at school.
How
She
about
lives
the
out there.
Fairway Indians? Now there's
Where the
a
hell?
good team.
Where is that?
I don't know.
Wow, those are cool. See, I asked it because I come across a bunch of them, a whole stack of them, and I was like, man.
They generally, if you take the time to list them, it's like anything else, you know.
They'll sell.
They'll sell. Sometimes they're a little slower, but they definitely.
I'll keep that in mind.
I don't come across that kind of. See, Huntsville's got a lot of younger families and that move here because engineers. You know, this is the highest engineer and PhDs per capita in anywhere in the country. So there's lots of new money and lots of new stuff here, and so I sell electronics and stuff. So that does well for me.
Right. Everybody's got them things. Scott, you got one?
Mm-mm.
Brad got the minis, it looks like. Where do you get the little tiny ones at?
I got them in an
match his
auction.
manhood, right?
Yeah, Todd's is bigger than mine.
Oh, look at that Atlanta Braves. Well, that's an old one. Show that again. Holy cow, that's an old one right there.
That's pretty cool, actually.
That's an old one right there. Yeah. Wow. Well, my auctions have ended, and apparently my wife, I won 2 things for $1 each, which ended up being $4.75 after everything. And my wife didn't know it, and so she bid it on another one. So now we got a third one. We just sell it. You know.
Yeah, I'm watching like 9 things that are awesome. I bid on 2 of them. I'm trying to decide if I want to deal with these. It's the lot is grill set and vacuum attachments. So it's got a nice little grill set, but the vacuum attachments are all pieces for a Dyson. I'm like, all those parts would sell really nice.
Hey, Todd.
Yeah.
What was that one from California again? Ping wants to know. She says she missed the comment.
Venice
Gondoliers. Yeah.
Venice somebody.
Venice
Gondoliers.
Gondoliers.
Because in Venice you got to ride a gondola, right?
Yeah.
What is a gondola? All right, so I'm from the South. What's a gondolier?
The boat.
It's a guy that paddles the gondola.
Like in Venice, Italy. You know, little gondolas.
No, I have no idea.
It's a gondola, not a gondola.
Okay, close enough.
Well, hell, I'm from the South.
In the South, it's a gondola.
There you go.
I've lived
Is
in
that
the
a
South
boat?
my whole life.
Wait a minute, is that a boat?
Right,
So
you are not
Yeah,
southern
it's
enough.
a boat.
You're not southern enough.
God dang, Chris, go on Google and look at a gondola.
I'm in Alabama. I'm farther south than all you.
She where about in Alabama?
Huntsville.
It's not a college ping, that's a high school team.
Yeah.
This is a high school pennant.
That's pretty cool. There will be somebody that will want that for sure.
Look at the moth holes, man.
Nelson Gondela.
Nelson Gondela. I don't think it's Nelson Gondela. Golly.
How close are you to like Hazel Green, Scott?
7 miles.
7 miles. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm in Meridianville. It's the next one down from Hazel Green.
I'm coming up. I want to come up to Nickajack and go catfishing.
It's halfway from Hazel Green to Huntsville. Meridianville's halfway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in Los Angeles County. I'm not familiar with our high schools, though. That's what she said.
Yeah, that Walmart is 8 miles from here, and there's another one that's 8 miles that way. We generally go that way because there's so many rednecks in Hazel Green. We don't go that way. The traffic, man, traffic. Hazel Green. Have you been there lately?
I haven't been through there in a couple months, actually. So.
I mean, they've got a Whataburger now. They've got a Culver and all that stuff through there. It's just made traffic a nightmare to deal with. Where
last time I was through there, I stopped at that Culver's and ate.
Yeah, it's good food. It's just expensive.
Yeah.
So to get to the other one over here, I can take the back roads to the country roads over there. So there's no hardly any traffic.
What was that? They had pretzel balls or something like that, or some kind of pretzel balls.
Not to mention, I went back on keto, so I don't want to go there and not eat that bun that goes on the burger and makes it
pretzel balls.
Yeah. You haven't? Do you enjoy doing your keto? You're just doing it because you have to.
I just want to get back to where I'd lost 53 pounds and I put 19 of it back. So I'm just I'm taking those. It just makes you, when I'm not eating sugar, it makes all, you get to an age where everything aches and hurts. None of that. When I quit eating sugar, all that stuff goes away. So you feel a lot better.
Yeah. And the sugar cravings kind of go away pretty quickly. So.
3 days in, they go away for me.
Yeah.
But I can't get rid of it. I'm a diabetic and my sugar cravings every day. And I can't.
Do keto, Chris.
Keto?
Keto or carnivore, your cravings will go away quick.
They'll be gone. Absolutely gone.
I don't need to know how to fight. I just need to know how to lose weight or get my sugar down. Did you say keto?
Not karate, keto.
Oh. Okay. Scott, why did you shave your beard, man?
Because it was worrying me.
Worrying you?
Mine's the one that bunches up real bad, so you have to blow dry it every time. And I'm like, I'm bald for a reason. I'm tired of having to use a hairdryer.
Yeah. Brad
got it right there. Yeah, see, that's what I said. It's a form of martial arts. That's what I was thinking. Fighting.
Yeah, it's just basically eating nothing white, no white flour, no white sugar, no refined. And so, like for breakfast this morning, I made a ham and cheese sandwich. But for the bread, I made whatever they're called, egg and cheese chaffles to use for the bread.
What?
If you blend one egg with a quarter cup of cheese, on a small waffle maker, it'll make two basically cheese egg waffles, and I put some everything but the bagel seasoning in to take some of the egg taste out of it, and then I just put mayonnaise and mustard with the ham and cheese. It's really good.
Yeah, it's kind of a revved up low carb kind of thing, Chris. Like,
yeah, it is straight low carb.
It sounds like something these millionaires, these fancy people, man, be eating. People's got a lot of money to spend on different types of stuff.
I do dirty keto, so I have a loaf of the keto bread. So tonight we had BLT sandwiches, so I made one big sandwich, a lot extra stuff in the middle, but used the keto bread. But
no, I don't know. I got to do something though. For real though, I've got to do something. I got some issues that I've got to get under control with I got what they call fatty liver disease, and so I got to get my diet down, get my numbers down on my liver and stuff. I got to get that under control. And then I'm diabetic on top of that, so I got to get that under control. So I got to figure something out. I've been eating a lot of wraps and salads here the last month or so. So I mean, really
eating a lot of rats.
Yeah,
that's weird. I don't think it can help.
They tell me I can't eat red meat anymore. So steaks, hamburgers, stuff like that's out of the question. So all I'm eating is pork and chicken.
You need to change doctors.
I don't know what I need to change.
The most red meat is the most nutrient rich. We've been sold a bill of goods, and until people wake up and understand that the reason why the food pyramid is like it is because they paid for it to be that way. And the government back in the day, when they were making the food pyramid, their own officials said, if you do this, you're going to cause an explosion of diabetes and obesity. And they're like, we're getting paid. We don't care. I'm telling you, the food pyramid is upside down.
Now, John said it right there. He's just waiting on Jesus to come back. I hear you, brother. That's the word right there. That's it.
A lot of people have had really good luck on carnivore, and I know it freaks people out hearing like people who eat only meat, but you should look into it.
Well, I was told I eat no red meat because it does something with my fatty liver. It's bad for my fatty liver because I got fatty liver disease, whatever that is. She told me I had my elevated numbers are triple than what they was last year, and I'm like, look, I ain't drank in 30 years. There's nothing wrong with my liver. And then she says, well, you're diabetic and it can cause your numbers to go up.
I mean,
and
everything's against us, folks. Look into cholesterol. Can't say that word.
Cholesterol.
They're trying to get you under whatever these numbers, and it's so. Here's how a doctor explained it to me. He said, so they think cholesterol causes heart attacks because you'll find someone has a heart attack and their arteries will have cholesterol in them. They clog, and the cholesterol is actually there to help prevent the clogs. But eventually, when you don't have enough of it, you can't. He said it's like it's like finding somebody dead in the park and a gun laying there, and he died from heat stroke, but you blame the gun because the gun was laying there. It's there's the cause and effect. Do some research on cholesterol, whatever.
We know what you mean.
You'll be shocked the amount that you actually need in your system, your body, and your brain, and what your brain needs to operate. You've been sold a bill of goods. Everything they do is they want you to put you on these damn pills. They don't make money if you get well and take care of yourself and do it. And actually learn about the minerals and things you need.
I think we're of similar age, Scott. You remember I remember when I was young, like they were talking about how eggs were, because of the cholesterol, you shouldn't eat eggs. And now they're like, you should eat eggs every day.
Oh, I never quit eating them. I had 3 today so far. Yeah, I'm 55.
Yeah. Somebody else.
This is John. This is Ricky. Ricky. I say it wrong.
This
is my little
doggy.
This is my little Frenchie. She's about 5 years, 6 years old. No, 5 years old now. We drove. Look, so when we lived in Georgia, my wife wanted one, and Greenville was only an hour and a half, 2 hours from us. Okay. Well, we found one in Greenville, and we was going to go get it, but there was just something about the pictures and stuff the lady was sending us, and I just didn't feel comfortable with it. And I told her, I says, find another one because I just don't feel good about this one. We drove to Moorhead, Kentucky, the 6 hours away to get this dog, and the driving to Moorhead, Kentucky with the cost of gas, to stay the night, and the cost of the dog was cheaper than what it was going to be to go 2 hours down the road to Greenville. So we got a good deal. This is a miniature. This is one of the little small ones. This is not a great big one. This is a miniature one. But she's our baby. She's hot right now. Here, you want to get
that? Clinton, Nick, you've rolled into a chat of people that work for a living and value every dollar. You can sit here and listen to us, and we'll teach you how to make money, but and support yourself and feed your kids. That's the news I got for you.
I just didn't see that. Thank you, Scott. Well, anyway, 20 years. Let's see what Rad says here. John, what did he say? He says 20 years Jesus will be sitting on a throne in New Jerusalem. If I go to meet him before that, I will be just happy. I'm learning something about John I didn't know.
Oh my God.
Had no idea.
Oh Lord God, they knew the real you. Lord have mercy.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
John, you should come on here and tell us about your thoughts about how you think that Big Orange Man is part of the end times
Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, what?
John's got all kinds of theories on the end of the world and signs, and he thinks that Trump's has a big part to play in it with recognizing Jerusalem as the capital of movement, all the stuff that Trump did.
John, are you a conspiracy theorist?
Like you have never seen.
Really? Oh, him and my wife are getting along, man. My wife is all in that mess, man. 6,000 years, my man. All right, yeah.
You get John fired up. I've been on some late night shows with John, and I'm like, whatever he's taking, I want some of that.
Oh wow. Well, he's gonna be on here next week, so we probably get to hear all about it. So. Yes, that's according to what the Bible says, John. You're right. Yeah.
A lot of people think the Antichrist has been born, and they kind of figured out who he is out of it.
I thought you were the Antichrist, Beard.
Oh no, the Antichrist is born in Jerusalem. You gotta be born.
I mean, it's right there. I'm looking at it. Agent of Chaos, right there.
That's chaos. What's that got to do with Antichrist?
Well, that's ultimate chaos in the end.
Because born in Jerusalem, not a Jew. Yeah, should be in the early 40s right now.
Hey, I got a question. We're probably going to destroy this podcast right here. I'm probably going to lose a bunch of subscribers and everything, but I just got to know. Don't do it,
Chris. Don't
do
everybody's opinion.
Hey, time out.
Do not set off fireworks in that building right now.
I got to use the restroom, and it's not because you're saying this. It's because my bladder's about to burst. I'll be right back.
Okay, that makes two of us.
Okay, three of us. Wait.
Oh, never mind then. I'm not going to say anything. Never mind. Everybody's left me. Everybody got scared. Golly, I can't believe everybody left me, guys. I mean, they just did. I just won't say nothing then. If they all left, then I know everybody else will leave. So we'll just leave it alone. But we've had a pretty good day in sales ourselves. So we're gonna see how well I can talk now. I will tell everybody, look, hey, so I'm part of this new, it's not a new Facebook group. It's I'm sure it's been around for a while. It's got like 30,000. Yeah, apparently so. It's a rookie mistake. Yeah, apparently so. Everybody just bailed on me. Everybody just bailed on me, right? No warning. Nobody wants to be a part of what I was getting ready to talk about, but it's okay. It's all right. But so I'm part of this Facebook group. It's called eBay for Beginners. If nobody's part of that group, you should join that group. Even though you're not a beginner, you can probably teach some of these people a lot of stuff because there are people in there giving out a lot of bad information. I mean, a lot of bad information. And it's absolutely crazy what I'm seeing in there. And that was the whole reason I just started that little mini series with the video. Scott, I didn't mean to run you off, man.
No, I took my blood pressure medicine late. I had to go use the bathroom. I got a refill on my.
Look, everybody left when I said that. Everybody did.
Have you not seen the Friday night show? Just wait till tomorrow night. I'm gonna turn the monetization off, and we're gonna talk about every conspiracy known to Jay John. Come on my show tomorrow night. We'll talk about it all.
Okay.
What's tomorrow night?
Friday night.
Second
what time
place. I'm the second fastest peer.
7 p.m. Well, the bathroom's only two doors over. I mean.
Oh, that's why.
So wait a minute. It's 7 p.m. tomorrow night. All right.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do it last week, but Johnny broke her ankle.
Oh no. Well, maybe I'll join you. Maybe I'll jump in tomorrow night then.
Yeah, last night. Yeah, this time.
Brad,
the last Thursday.
Peer.
Thursday at 11:30.
Mine's here into the house, bro.
I hear Johnny scream where she had fell and her ankle was. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I'm gonna do a Todd. Todd's like, I have to go to the bathroom too. Yeah, okay, I got it.
I get to her.
Oh wow. That's not good, brother.
So we We were in the emergency room for 6-7 hours, and then I went home and took a nap and came back 3 hours later, so they could figure out that they're doing surgery. And so another 8 hours Friday afternoon, at 3 o'clock. They did. She broke it in 3 places. They put 2 plates, 11 screws in to fix it, and admitted her Friday night because it was so late. She was having a lot of pain, and let her go home. But Phoebe, come here. I'm not letting you out. Everybody wants to see you. I know you hate the world. Come here.
You know what, Brad?
What's that?
I think having death pile pictures is going to be fun.
Come here.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
I don't think it's going to be a big deal at all.
Oh no, not after these clowns have been on.
Right? That's what I was. That was my whole point in saying that. Oh, he's got a pupper too. What kind of pupper is that? Is that just a mutt?
What was that, baby? Kiss your ass? What? No, we have Dachshund. She's a
Dachshund. Okay.
She's a Dachshund.
Well, I'm not about to bring my German Shepherd in here.
Right. Cynthia, thank you for this. I can't even say it. Thank you for being a subscriber to the channel. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we have 3 Dachshunds. She's half wire, half long hair, but neither. It turned out to be neither. Franklin's the little bitty wire or long hair, and Dixie's smooth.
We bought a Chihuahua 100 years ago, and no, we didn't buy it. It was given to us 100 years ago, and we still have it. And I'm trying to figure out what their life expectancy is. I mean,
well,
things, holy cow! What'd you say?
Nothing. Dog people be mad at me.
Oh yeah, they already mad at you after last week.
Oh, I didn't do it. Kevin didn't do that. I was calling him out. I was calling Kevin out for it.
Man, I'm surprised we didn't get any hate mail on that one. I haven't seen any hate mail on it. So
you know what? If that bothered you, you're just no fun.
Yeah, right.
Your life is horrible, and you need to find Jesus.
It was a fun joke. It really was. I liked it. I think Kevin even got a kick out of it. So,
oh, did he?
Yeah, I think so. I think he watched it. I think he did.
So
I don't know.
That's Franklin. He weighs like 11 pounds. That's the 2 of them.
Oh, okay. We got an English bulldog that weighs about 80 pounds. I think she's getting old. She's probably 11 years old now. And
we have our other dachshund. You never see her. She's 17.
Holy cow! That's a long time.
Wow.
How many years is that in doggy years? That's like 100 and something, ain't it?
A lot. Yeah.
So are you going to cremate your dog's beard?
And join the rest of them in there? I'm sure she is.
Oh, so you have your dogs?
Yeah, we've had these are 5, 6, and 7. We've had 7 dachshunds.
Okay, I asked because my mother, she's done the same thing with one of their dogs, and they got a nice little shrine for him and stuff like that. It's really nice, you know. I just wondered how many people actually do that, you know. Tammy says we got to do that with Ricky. I don't know if we are or not. So, I mean, I growed up burying dogs in a yard, you know, digging a hole if they passed away. But dogs are like your best friend for real. When they talk about dog's best friend, man's best friend, they really are.
Phoebe's been sitting on top of me all day.
They like your kids.
Commonwealth swinger. Hey, ladies.
Oh my gosh.
Commonwealth swinger.
I got to figure out who this is.
Oh yeah, we got to know who this one is for sure.
Oh my God.
Kevin.
I wouldn't bet against Dave.
Bet against, think it's Dave? Or it might be, it could be Carrie. Or you think it's Kevin?
I think it's Kevin.
I don't think it's Kevin.
Kevin finally gonna come out of the closet.
Oh, that's crazy. Welcome in, welcome in.
What's that
Oh,
car? What's that car in his avatar?
It looks like a yellow Corvette.
yeah. Oh, that's Kevin. Then Kevin's the
I'm
millionaire
over.
over there.
How do you search for users on YouTube? I'm trying to find.
Yeah, yeah.
I
You probably
can't
shouldn't have
find
said
it.
that. You probably shouldn't have said that. They probably delete their count right now.
Come on now. That's
But
bad.
no,
I swear, every video I've seen of Kevin's the last 2 weeks, he's mentioned going on your live. Was it last week?
Greatest moment of his life.
I know.
yeah. He actually got to talk on our show.
He talked an hour and 20 minutes, and you two guys talked 5.
Yeah, it's okay though. That's what it was all about on that one. You know, that's one of them. You know, Kevin comes on here on this show, especially. You know, I mean, you just let him talk, man, because we ain't got nothing good to say. He's one that knows it all. You know,
I keep telling you, Buck, you're gonna have to speak for yourself, bro.
Well, I don't mean. Okay, let me rephrase that, Bat. I mean, he knows it all. I don't. You know, I mean,
it was a good show. I can't believe it's only got 20 views.
So I guess I guess that makes me chopped liver then, huh?
No, you're not on here all the time.
No,
Chris, how many views does that? How many views did Kevin get your channel? Come on.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Hold
Go
on.
look. Go look.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm logging in right now to look and see. That one video, let's see.
One of these days I'm gonna start making videos again.
Let's see here.
You're killing it with the lives. Why bother? Takes less time, right?
The Commonwealth picker with the show with Kevin has got 345 views.
Okay.
But that's not the most popular one.
Oh.
The ground advantage a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
When was that, by the way? What date was that supposed to be?
I think it was July 24th, if I recall correctly.
July 24th. I still haven't seen any announcements about it.
Yeah, I ain't either. We may be taking that video down. It's got 609 views.
That'd be like the second time you've lied in as many.
Yeah, right.
That's 2.
Right. That's 2. Yeah.
Another one, and you're going to
yes, Hades.
Yeah.
Hades.
You're going to Hades.
Going to purgatory.
You're gonna ride the river Styx, bro.
Oh.
Another one will be like, we're not watching this guy no more. He has absolutely no clue what he's talking about. No. I mean, I never claimed that I knew everything to start with. I always put that disclaimer in here. This is what happens to me. This is my experience.
Me and the hand are here to save you. That's what we're here for. We're here to preach revival to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Repent of your evil ways.
Right. Rad says that you need to pray for me because I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'll start that prayer chain. But yeah, you're right, Todd. You're right, Todd. The last video of Trash to Cash, he mentioned us a couple times closer to the end of the show, and then I got a message on Facebook because I'm part of a eBay for Beginners Facebook page, and the lady messaged me and said I had no idea that something about when he said Buck Mountain, he's like, it can't be. And she went and looked and she said, sure enough, it was you, you know. And then she said, thank you for all that you do and blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, I want to give a shout out to Trash to Cash podcast. Thank you guys for giving us a shout out here at Pickin and Grinnin in the barn. We greatly appreciate that. So,
like 10 years from now, Chris will be like, you remember that time Kevin came on the show? That was awesome.
I'll tell you what, if Kevin came on my show in the morning sometime, I would just have a heart attack and just drop dead right there.
Yeah, if he came on mine, I'd be shocked too.
You just have to cremate me right there and bury me in the backyard.
Actually, he does come on every now and then. So he came on Friday night. We were carrying on one Friday night. He came on and he stayed on. He stayed in the chat for about almost an hour.
Wow. Well, it wasn't planned for him to be on the show. What happened was the plan is we had Mike Death Pile Picker scheduled. And the day of the show was about 11:30. Brad Mike sent us a message that he had a drastic family emergency that he had to take care of, and so he couldn't be on. But then he says, "Hey, I'm gonna call Kevin and see if Kevin can fill my spot." And I'm like, "What?" And sure enough, Kevin messaged me about an hour before the show. He says, "Hey, what time's the show?" and all that. What?
You mean to send him a message telling him you built some kind of shrine to him?
Yes, tell him.
No.
Tell him.
Yeah, I mean, he truly is a good guy. So Friday,
Yeah.
the Friday afternoon, he reached out to ask how Joni was doing. Kevin's a good dude. I mean, truly.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I mean,
you may tell him that you've built like a little voodoo doll shrine to him.
No. I ain't built no voodoo doll shrine to him.
Out behind Buck Mountain's barn, there's a little little thicket. He's put together. He sits back there. It's
like his own personal Buddha statue.
So that night that Kevin was on your show,
yeah,
I remember Kevin saw me in the chat and he said, "Is that Silver Hair Stacker? He ain't dead yet," or something like that. He said he's an OG from way back. He ain't dead yet, or something like that. It was funny.
Right. Yeah, we had Carrie. Carrie joined us last week. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, Carrie's a good dude.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So there's an open invitation to anybody. So if Dave or any of the other ones want to come on, they're more welcome to come. We got next week. We got John, Brad Relics, and then 2 weeks from the day.
It's all down here from here, gents.
Right. Right. And then 2 weeks from the day, we got Dan in demand. Right.
Yeah, that dude's a blast.
Yeah, and then I think now is it next week? 3 weeks? Is it going to be Mike, or is we still maybe? Okay,
yeah, maybe.
So, and then
if you think I started to say if somebody said that they know it all, I'm telling you right now. We saw on our podcast. We recorded it last night. It comes out every Saturday. The pure whatever the hell it is, the Profit Podcast. I can't even say the damn thing. It's a joke now. The Profit Playbook Podcast. But we really talked about something. We got into talking about what the future of reselling looked for a little bit. And we're accused of being too serious over there. But anyway, I tell you right now, I think in the next couple of years that reselling is going to change tremendously. I think that the tools with the changes that AI is going to bring and the ability that we don't have, that the things that we'll be able to do, I think listing will become easier because I think, especially if you have a new item, I think you'll be able to, use voice commands to say, I've got this barcode or this brand new thing, and it'll be able to pull in what it is, and you'll just need to put a price on it, and it'll use a stock photo for you. I think a lot of that stuff, because what holds eBay back for a lot of people is it's a little harder to list. Because I can list Amazon if I'm buying stuff to sell on Amazon. I can list it in the store. There's no pictures needed. You're already on a listing, and I do that a lot. As a matter of fact, as I'm going, I'll update the inventory because it'll be stuff that I'll be selling as I go. So I think there's some changes coming.
I agree with you, but I still stand by. I thought apparently we didn't learn nothing from Terminator. So, I mean, I agree, but
it'll all be different this time. It'll all be different this time.
Well, it was different 4 times.
Do you know what?
But that's going to be tough with a Venice high school pennant, right?
So that's why I said new, but
there's no AI that's going to know what this is.
No, but Todd, I think you'll be able to tell it vintage pennant and give it some information and it'll be able to make the listing anyway. And then all you have to do is add the pictures and maybe do a little bit of correction. But I think that we're very close to that already. But I think the fact that it'll pull photos for you and do other things, I think AI is going to really continue to enhance the listing process.
Now look, John put in this thing. Now I've seen this video where he does that. He says Chat GTP, He says if you use GTP, it will make a listing with your item. If you give it a make and model number, it will create a listing for you. I seen that video and I seen it do it, and so it's out there.
If you use Chat GTP, it ain't gonna make you shit.
Yeah, you got to use GPT.
You got to use Chat GPT.
Whatever, man.
So let me tell you something.
Chat GTP probably makes porn.
Yeah. So let me tell you something. So you say, like it doing. List Perfectly has the AI they're using on List Perfectly. It has this new express lister. You put in the picture, and it creates the listing. All right.
Right. Yeah, I've seen.
I did it with something like I was trying it with several different things. I did it with something that has no brand name, no anything on it. Let me actually see if I can. Let me see if I can find it.
You have to pay the $69 to get access to that one.
Yeah, it's with that plan. Yeah, I think you have to have at least that one. Maybe I'm not.
Brad, you're actually going to use your brain?
My brain? No. Why would I do that, Todd? Why would I do that, Boomer? When I got AI.
He calls me Boomer one more time.
Yeah. That's for pissing on my rug, Todd.
Yeah.
You piss on my rug.
I
get to say it many times as I want to. Let me see if I can find it.
I don't think Beard knows that story, Brad.
Oh, he doesn't? I'll show you in just a minute.
Yeah. Beard, you got to hear this one.
You guys can keep it going while I find my listing here.
Let's see if I won anything at the auction. I forgot all about it.
I am the hard dead middle of the boomer generation, though. You're right, Brad.
Looks like I want a juicer and I want a charger base.
The greatest generation.
No, that was Dad.
I'm messing with you.
That was Dad.
All right, share screen and let me do this one. All right. So this is the one. Can you see it? You got it up, Chris?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on a different page. Yeah, here we go. I'll add it.
All right. Yeah, so I just put those pictures in. This is like this trinket box thing, right? And there's not any branding or anything on it. Just for kicks, I put it up there. The thing it has, let me explain it real quick. The thing it has is whenever you just put like the first, I think it bases it off the first 6 pictures you put in, and you tell it, you click it, it generates the title, it generates the actual like item description that you're looking at here right now. It actually, you can tell it like if you want it to be just the facts, or if you want it to be funny, or if you want it to be, it's got about like 10 different options. And I think this one, let me look at it here. I think this one was just the facts. So here's the title that's the title it spit out. I did not change it. That's what it spit out. Exactly what it spit out. You can see my first 5 pictures here.
Huh.
It spit that out. It filled in most of the item specific. Like there's like several item specifics it fills out. This one, I can't remember if it actually even did the size for me. One of them, it actually did the size and it got it right. And then this is the details that it spit out. Only thing I added was thanks for looking and have a great day.
So that's off a List Perfectly?
That's off a List Perfectly. Yeah. I did the comes as shown in pictures and thanks for looking and have a great day. This is the listing that it created on List Perfectly for me.
Holy
that was simply from pictures. I put in however many pictures I put in, but it bases it off the first 6 pictures. And I tried it with like several different items. I did like a hat. I did I can't even remember what the other thing was, but I did like several of them just to see what it would do, and they were all pretty darn good. I mean, they were all like, it's pretty good. Now, personally, I don't think it was much faster, if any faster, than me just doing a listing, because I have my templates and everything set up, and but yeah, it was pretty darn good. So
well, that's pretty neat. I didn't know List Perfectly did that. Do you want me to take it down now?
Yeah, you can.
I didn't know List Perfectly did that.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's actually pretty impressive. Somebody wanting to cancel?
No, Have y'all been getting lowball offers lately?
You were cutting out, Chris. What'd you say?
Have y'all been getting lowball offers lately?
Oh, always.
Oh yeah.
I have one
Man,
today.
today I'm getting more today, man, than ever. I actually had to block somebody because they ate up all their offer opportunities with like $2 and $3 offers on a free shipping item, and I'm like, dude, just don't even pay for the shipping. And then they ate up all those chances to be able to send me an offer after I kept declining them, and then they started over again. So I just blocked them.
Okay. My strategy on those is like if it's like really low, like I got one for one of our Playmobil listings. It was like a $85 item, something like that, and they sent like 20. So my strategy is if it's like that low, I just decline it, and they'll usually come back with one that's a little more reasonable. I mean, it might be $10 or $15 more, but they'll come back with something like that. If they
Yeah.
come back with something after I decline it, I actually like send them like a serious offer. If
I,
it's a
I had a $250 item that somebody offered 150, and I went down to like 197. You know, I cut off $53 off of 250, and they come back at 160. So I then I went to 225, and they they went away.
yeah, I
I'm
usually
actually
like the only reason I decline it right away is just because it's just my way of just politely saying, you're gonna have to be more serious than that.
right.
Probably the best option would be just to send an offer, but I want them to know I'm not really playing. So
I'm kind of considering it because I've had the item for a while, but I mean, I'm looking to see what they're selling for
you
right
ever get
now.
low ball offers? Y'all been getting a lot of. I think I'm gonna take it.
Well, I mean, no, I mean it's $30 lower than what I had it listed for. But I don't. I mean, it's not.
How much you pay for it?
You're making him work hard on that brain.
Honestly, I don't think I paid anything for it.
Oh.
How much are they offering you for it?
$20. But it's this is what it is. You guys see that? It's
Club heads.
yeah, club heads. I took them off the the thing you used to swing with.
So you
What
got
do you call
you got
it?
flavor involved too. Then
Shaft.
Yeah. The shaft. There you go. Thank you, Scott. My brain went dead. So I got them listed for $52.14 plus shipping. Which is $8.99, and so I've got 6 viewed in the last 24 hours. I got a watcher on it. And then somebody sends me a $20 offer, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, man, I don't know. Maybe send them I don't know. I'll think about that one. I'm not going to jump on that one. What would y'all do? I want y'all's opinion. What would you do?
I would send a counter offer
Yeah, I'd send a counter offer.
for something you're willing to take.
Send offers of buyers. 5 offers of buyers.
What would you counter offer with, Brad?
how much is it up for?
I got it up for $52.14. Let's say $52.
You comped it out good.
Yeah, it's
I'd
a complete set. It's just the heads.
I'd send a 40.
Todd, what would you do?
I would take 20% off and send it out.
I send 39. That's why they feel like it's out of the 40s.
Yeah,
38.
when I say
39.
40, I'd send 39.95 or 39.99. But yeah, basically 40 is what I'd send. So
All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
they send back a $19 offer.
They're in Ocklawakanee, Georgia, wherever the heck that's at. I ought to know that one.
Damn rednecks.
And Todd said 20%, so that was only 23%.
Scott lives in Rocket City there, so he looks down on the rest of us bumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I actually live with the bumpkins north of the house, so I don't want to go in. I don't want to live down there with them idiots. I like living out here in the country.
You like to live in a new tornado alley. That's what I'm hearing. Y'all got so many tornadoes going out there. Let's
Make
see,
yourself
75% off offer on an item. So I had to go. Wait a minute, what? I just sent a 75% off offer on an item, so I had to go end it real quick. A mistake, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to jump off in a minute, Chris. I'm go.
Oh, it's after night, man. I had no idea it's this late. Yeah. We're gonna have to
Married
run.
cousins in that town. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh God.
That must be in Scottstown. Yeah.
that's
Past
it's,
Brad's
well, it is.
bedtime.
It is Alabama, so you know.
So, hey everyone, thanks for watching. Anybody, real quick, Scott, you got anything to say?
Roll Tide. Suckers.
Yeah. Tomorrow night, you got a show tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're going to do the conspiracy show Friday night, my channel, Bearded Picker, 7 p.m. Central. Nothing's off limits. I'm gonna turn the monetization off, and we're just gonna go.
I mean, it's 7 p.m. Central. That would be what 8 p.m. for me. Is that right? You're an hour behind me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Todd, you got anything? Todd, tell us about your shows that you got going on, because you got live shows too.
I got a show in the morning at 8 a.m. Central God's time.
Like it.
You folks
You
on
too,
the East
PG.
Coast and West Coast, you can just whatever, but
Figure it out, huh?
in the morning, 8 a.m. Central God's time.
All right.
So if you want to jump on, I will throw a link out. So I will even let Brad on my show.
There you go. Brad, you got anything?
No, I just want to thank Scott for jumping on, and Todd, thank you for jumping on. I've enjoyed punking you a little bit. That's for pissing on my rug. This is what that was, Scott.
Yeah, Scott, look at this.
If I don't unplug this silly thing, I don't know if you can see that Dolphins rug over there. I bought that from Todd.
Oh, you bought that from Todd? Did he peed on it before he sent it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I peed on it before I sent it out.
Yeah.
I should. Should we? I'll keep that. I'll have to tell that story private.
Tell it tomorrow. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching this. Remember, I do a video every day. Say Q&A from eBay beginners. Check that playlist out. Anybody wants to hear my intake on the way I do things and how I do it. Other than that, guys, thanks a lot for joining us, and we will
lie
see
anymore,
you guys.
Chris.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't need to lie no more. Yeah, apparently I've been lying. I just didn't know. We'll see you guys later.